What is up, Reject Nation? Look at this funny little hair I got here. We are going to continue Superman and Lois, episode 12, I believe is what it is. Excited to check it out. We are shooting this at 5:30 in the morning as Loki is uploading. You'll probably be getting this on Thursday. We just figured this would be the best time to shoot it versus us beating up later tonight and really throw her sleep schedule off. It's Superman and Lois. I'm like, well, we gotta cover it, dude. We gotta do it. It's Superman and Lois.
Absolutely.
So guys, if you could go ahead, subscribe, click that notification bell to get notified when our next reaction for Superman and Lois is up. Also, if you go ahead and hit that like button, it really helps us out in the algorithm. Would really very much appreciate that. And of course, full-length watch-alongs where you sync up with the time code for Superman and Lois are over at our Patreon page, and we cover a whole bunch of shows there. We're at the same tier. You get the option for both reaction highlights and watch-along included. And
big thanks to Pratham Jindal.
That's the one.
For editing the highlights.
He's a good guy.
He's a good guy?
I
think he's a good guy. I don't know.
Sure is the one who's editing?
I'm not sure about that.
He's the one who's helping us edit the highlights, yeah. All right, let's do this.
John, it's happening. Just like you said it would.
Oh, poor Clark.
Come on, buddy.
Fight as long as you can. Not even Superman is strong enough to resist the will of Zod.
Well, was I right? Or was I right?
I got so many more kryptonite bullets.
Oh.
Such a good show.
I gotta go downtown for a mandatory military check-in.
Please don't die this season, Kyle.
I know. I want a redemption arc, full on.
Look, I overheard some of the guys talking this morning, knowing you were coming in.
David Ramsey's guest starring.
Maybe just take a few days, give people a minute to cool off.
Damn. It makes sense.
People losing their faith in Kyle.
Dad said that he could hear all of the fluctuations in the collective sonic frequency.
Yeah, but he also said that it took years of training at the fortress in order to do that.
Jordan, you could do it, but you had to believe you could do it.
Jonathan,
He's the greatest
you just
person.
Touched my heart so
of
much,
all
man.
Time.
Just like, damn.
I'll have a brother like you cheering us on.
To save this world, I need to put him down.
Oh, I wish you didn't say David Ramsey was guest starring. That kind of ruins. Okay.
The more time that passes, the greater the odds are that he's gone.
He won't be turned.
He will eventually.
No, he won't, and I will prove it.
God, I love you, Lois.
How far can you hear?
I don't know.
Ooh, look at that focus.
I can't tell the accents apart. Regardless, it doesn't matter. I couldn't hear that.
Whoa.
I was the only one with powers who could have done something, and I didn't.
You can do something now.
State-of-the-art rocket-powered projectile. It's designed to completely deplete a Kryptonian's power.
Damn.
For how long?
Forever.
I used it in my fight against Kal-El. The plan was to draw him deep into space. Fire! He thought I was running, but I wasn't. Before I saw if it worked.
Oh.
If we were to end this once and for all, we should do the same thing here.
He'll kill us as Superman.
That's your doing. Wait, hey, I made a mistake, okay?
The only mistake made was all of us trusting you.
Oh, man. Oh.
No, it wasn't your fault.
No, it's not.
It's your fault.
Damn it.
Anything you can tell me about what it was like being a subject, even if it seems insignificant.
I couldn't remember things. Couldn't picture my family. And it hurt. Should have pushed through it.
But you could fight back?
Yeah, but there was this overwhelming sense that my family would just be better off if I just, almost did.
Fighting Clark.
Won't be long now, Father.
Come on, dude.
It's Dad.
Go! Go.
Oh, man.
Jordan! Where are you?
The Badlands!
We need to go right now.
Okay.
Oh, come on. Yes.
Oh, there he is. Diggle! Diggle!
What are you doing here? Is Argus helping with the search?
I assumed you knew. Your father called Lila, needed some tech delivered, so she sent me.
He looks so good in this film quality. Wow.
I thought you were on my side.
Lois, it's just a precaution. No decisions have been made.
God.
You can't try to kill Superman. You sure as hell can't use Argus tech to do it.
The tech is mine.
Mom, we need to talk. It's important.
Don't tell all them.
Yeah.
Oh, does Diggle have the Green Lantern ring?
My God.
Oh, no.
They attacked our home.
It's a good thing that no one was home.
Yeah, well, what if someone had been, Lana?
Okay,
Huh?
Kyle.
No, look, okay? All we did is try and help.
Look, what those people think, they're wrong. And they will figure it out, okay?
Damn.
Look, Edge told Jordan that if anyone went looking for Dad, it wouldn't be him they'd find.
Boys, you've done great work here. Can you give your mom and me a minute?
I'm gonna nuke your husband. You need to understand.
Honey, I don't have a team equipped to take on numerous Kryptonians and win. I have to shift my priorities. Make the same decision I would if it were anybody else.
If there's even a 1% chance.
I'm sending John in.
But if Diggle is a lantern now?
Our Superman is different. That he would never turn on humanity.
It's a great reaction.
The reason I know how much Superman loves humanity. He is the love of my life. John Superman is my husband.
Clark Kent is Superman.
So I gotta kill one of your kids too?
I don't have to kill you, do I?
I need you to believe the possibility that there's hope.
If that's what you need, then you called the wrong guy.
No.
I have a responsibility to do the right thing.
And I am telling you that killing Superman is not the right thing.
I fought beside him. He's the best we have. Oliver would have said that. Hell, they all would have.
Oliver?
I can't imagine the courage it took for you to survive whatever the hell it was that got you here, but you're gonna need that courage today. World will be praying you make the right call.
Come on, John. Henry Irons.
Okay, try that. Oh, come on, are you kidding me?
We absolutely can fix this. It's just gonna take a little bit of paint thinner and good old American muscle.
Why do I have a feeling something terrible's about to happen?
I know.
Oh, well, would you look at that?
And there it is.
This is my favorite sweatshirt. Aww, let's all go
This
to the
abuse from
camp.
Smallville is the best thing that could have happened.
We should have been ostracized from the town a long time ago.
I told you, Cal. No one can fight forever.
No.
Now we can move towards completing what we came here to do.
General Zod.
So screwed up.
God. No, damn. He's full steeled out, man. Damn. Do this. Holy shit.
God, what a transition.
Superman?
Whoa.
Oh, God. Wow, wow, wow,
Wow, wow, wow, wow. Talk to him, boy.
He won't stop what's coming. None of you can stop this.
Let's go.
No.
You can't beat him. You have to make him remember who he is.
He's fighting. He's fighting. He's fighting.
Oh.
Oh. Ouch.
You gotta do it.
Oh no. Oh no.
I can't stop.
John, he's still in there. I promise you can get through to him.
I can't stop.
Oh God.
Clark, Lois sent me to help you. She still believes in you. I met your boys. That pain you feel right now, that is nothing compared to what happens if you lose them. Right now, fight back, damn it!
Kryptonians may be strong, but I got family.
Okay, take him. Take him. Restrain him.
Just put him over your shoulder.
Restrain him.
Take him home.
Restrain him. Oh shit.
No.
Man, the heart on this show.
We got him.
I smile too.
First, you and I are gonna deal with Morgan Hatch.
You and I.
Yeah.
Father, we can still...
It's time! You had one mission and veered from it because you're weak. Now go and complete what you were sent here to do. Or know that you are the sole reason Krypton was lost.
Wow.
You're a shitty dad.
You're a terrible dad.
Goodbye, Father.
Oh, look at him. Superman and Steel side by side. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Ready for launch.
You could have ruled with me as my brother. Instead, I will bury you in the ashes of this world. Hey.
Hey yourself.
So much heart. Lois, you saved the day. All you guys, you're all heroes in my book.
You did good.
It was all his idea. We were just trying to think, what would you do?
Lois? Morgan Edge is in a state-of-the-art military prison. He's never gonna hurt anyone again.
You want to stay for dinner? I order a mean takeout.
Gotta wrap things up with your dad. Besides, family time is sacred, and you guys are definitely due.
Unless you got jobs to tend to.
Bring it in. Come on.
It's about family.
So Leslie Lar is still in the wind?
At this point, she doesn't really have a next move.
Finding her is our #1 priority. I'm proud of you. When the chips were down, you still had faith. And that's what made the difference.
Lois Lane, you're the shit.
You're the best of us, Lois.
Complete what you were sent here for.
Are they all in him?
Maybe, yeah. I mean, that's I can see that for sure.
All those voices and stuff made it sound that way.
Yeah. Is getting caught part of your plan?
It's crazy to take a break from this show. Not by our own choice, but to take a break from this show and come back here, and this feels like this should have been the episode that it
took a break on. I know. Right? It's like it's so climactic, and it's such a culmination of so many plot threads.
Yeah, this seems like the one you would take a break on. But I know that there's a whole bunch of behind-the-scenes reasoning for why they did it. You know, I believe the pandemic really affected their shooting schedule in a lot of ways.
Yeah, and then I think also just the warm reception of the show got them they got their season extended a little bit or something like that. So it was
really?
Yeah, I believe so. Yes, if I'm correct about that, you can clear me out down below if not. But I believe that's what I heard. So you kind of have both. That light's not on.
Oh, good. Thanks for telling me.
Yeah, I think at least what I remember hearing is that they got more episodes, just given how big of a success the show has been so far and how good the word of mouth has been. And then they were also delayed due to it which shall not be named.
I'm gonna shout out a channel here really quick, High Top Film. So I've shouted out before, but he recently did a video essay on Superman and Lois. And if you guys are fans of this show, give it a watch. It's you'll if you're fans of the show, he puts it into the best words possible for why this show is so fabulous in every sense.
Second he said he was doing that video, I was waiting for it too.
Yes, yeah. Because the heart of this show, the CW, especially in their early seasons for many of their shows, have such a great grasp of the heart. And this one does it in the way that's the most impactful and the least cheesy.
Yeah.
Which I think they excel at that in every which way. And this episode in particular all relied on the power of love. It's like you say it and it sounds corny as shit, doesn't it? But then you watch it and you're like, well, that's what this all came down to is hope and love.
Yeah.
This is what the power of the belief in good. Like it's all such beautiful things that save the day. And the heart of this show is like, this is a true, to me, this is a very true Superman and Lois episode. Mm-hmm. When everyone's doubting, it was only Lois and the kids, right? Who are the only ones who are like, no, you don't know him like we know him.
Yeah.
He can get through this. And I loved like John Henry Irons' turn through that. And I liked how it seemed, it was a 1-2 combo of Lois and Jonathan, but it seemed like the cherry on top was Jonathan.
Absolutely.
A kid, the son, the child of, like, he knows what it's like to lose a kid, and for the idea of a kid not having his father. Mm-hmm. All these things kind of seeping into his brain for that moment, and having those little visual moments of when you see him fighting. And the fact that what I loved was that when he's fighting Clark is willing to sacrifice himself. And I think that speaks volumes to him.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I feel like that's part of the linchpin is, he's still thinking of the good of humanity, even in that moment when it looks like he's about to be taken out, for a necessary means.
And that's such a great scene. Like the action in it was so cool. It was just awesome to see Steel visually realized. Mm-hmm. And for their daylight fight scenes, that was the best looking daylight fight I think they've done.
Yeah.
I could be wrong about that, but it looked flawless. Like it's top tier quality visual effects design. And John Henry Irons' turn was great. Lois, to me, is just the star of this episode in more ways than one, just because of that. Like, I love how desperate she gets, and how till the very, even when Superman's turned and he's fighting John Henry Irons, they do that shot where it's kind of like this detached disarray moment where, that there's the ringing, the blur vision behind her. Yeah. Like, oh my God, it's actually happened, but she still fights on through. Oh, it's so inspiring.
Yeah.
It's so inspiring. It's inspiring as shit.
It's that holding on for one more moment, just one more moment. Yeah. Don't give up hope. One more moment.
And it's that hope that really kept that kept everything in check, that saved the day. And I'm so surprised by this, because with the cliffhanger of the last one, you think, again, this show might lead you to think it's going to be like a crazy ass episode, the next one. But they just managed to take their time again and make it a really good character focus and make it about the emotion more than anything else. Even bringing in John Diggle. Do you know who Diggle is?
I vaguely recognize him from seeing episodes over your shoulder of what he's an Arrow and stuff like
he was
that.
He was the main supporting character in Arrow.
Okay.
Main male supporting character, to say the least. And he was like Oliver Queen's #1 guy.
Okay.
Just the basic summation of it. And always, like, even when they had disputes, he was always the guy who was the main dude to back Oliver.
Okay.
There's some wiggle room here because there's so many seasons. There were times that they had real fallouts and everything. But
for all intents and purposes, right-hand man.
Yeah, and then with the way Arrow ended, there was a moment. That's why I thought I was saying Green Lantern, where he picks up a box, and it's what he was referring to here, where it's green. So it's like, oh my God, he's going to become Green Lantern. Cool. but I guess not. Maybe Jeff Johns stepped in and said, no.
Nah, we're not doing that.
That's my new job, is to step in and go, no lantern.
Nope, no lanterns. No Kryptonian. All the Kryptonians.
Yeah, like bringing in John Diggle. What I was kind of concerned when he showed up was that he was going to be a character who saves the day. Like, let's bring in this guy from the Arrowverse, nostalgic character from the thing that launched Arrowverse, yada yada yada. Maybe he's Lantern now. Boom, comes in, kicks some ass, gets through to Superman. I'm like, oh man, why'd you like the one with a side character? Yeah. Which for me would have been cool just because I love John Diggle.
But if you ain't seen that show, it's gonna feel real out of left field.
Just within the context of the show itself, it's like that would lose some of the emotional weight and take away from some of the characters here. Clearly, like if they did that, the impact of these characters would just hold so much less weight. But I like how they brought him in there as to serve the role that he served. That one of the roles he served best on Arrow was like, Oliver, I know you don't believe in yourself. You're doing a great job. You're kicking ass. You have a lot of heart, man. Come on. Like,
Okay.
You're a good guy. Despite what you say, you're a good guy.
Good hype man.
Like, for him to come in and say that, like, he's a hero. He's one of the best. Number one priority should be saving him, not killing him. You know.
Yeah.
Okay. I love how they brought him in to serve that role, like
to add weight to the argument, to the debate. Yeah.
It's like Argus is. It is like. Argus is for like fucking what's her name? Amanda Waller.
Oh, it's like the Suicide Squad. It's like what is she?
Oh wait, no, I'm remembering that incorrectly. But it is. Am I remember that incorrectly? Forgive me, guys. We've been awake for 27 hours now.
It's been a long day of wakefulness. Deadpool and Korgs.
Very, very much.
Yeah.
So forgive my lapse in memory here. But no, it is like secret. His wife, Lila, it's like secret government organization.
Okay.
It's like super secretive, but they do a lot of secretive shit. You know?
Gotcha.
So like manufacturing the weapons and stuff.
Okay. Clandestine research and development.
Yes. So so I thought like that's what it was going to be about, but they didn't. So I thought like the writers made a really, and David Ramsey did direct an episode earlier of this season, so perhaps. I don't know, maybe he wiggled his way in here.
That was his fee. He was like, you don't have to pay me. Just, let me guest in one episode because, like, all the buzz is about this show now.
It's so interesting seeing him on, like, from the crossovers to all of Arrow.
Yeah.
And then seeing him here. I'm like, damn, the quality of this show just looks so much better. It's just it's straight. You know that feeling when they adapt shows into movies and then the film quality is just like so much striking. Like, damn, this is weird.
Yeah,
that is kind of the vibe I got when I was watching him. Of, whoa, you're like on film now. This is bizarre. As this TV character that I know. Anyway,
CW is really stepping it up.
Anyway, getting to that. Getting to the wraparound, like even with Jonathan and Jordan, like Jonathan, man, the MVP, he really is the son of Lois. Jonathan, motivating and empowering and getting all the right heart-to-hearts with everyone.
Yeah, seriously. He's like the emotional secret weapon for any conflict.
They're this close, though, I will say. They're this close to General Sam teetering on caricature. In the sense of... When I'm saying close, I'm not saying they're there. That's what I need to make that freaking clear because they're playing it smart. They're writing it just pitch at the right pitch where I always understand why he's doing what he's doing. I always get it, but it's becoming to the predictable to the point. Even though they have that ending note of like, I'll never doubt you again. And it was just such a thing of like, no, about Superman. Yeah, he might be your husband, but we got to prepare.
Yeah.
Lois,
my job.
Lois, I know you disagree with me, and you're probably going to prove me wrong in the end. But no, we got to
get my stockpile of kryptonite weapons. Still, though, that thing that I, my ugly secret that I disavowed a few days ago, but now I'm back online with.
He's going to have a hard-headed decision where I'm going to understand because of his position at the DOD and his whole military background and experience with everything. But then from the protagonist standpoint, you're like, no, you're wrong. You will be proved wrong by the end of this episode, most likely.
Your approach, while understandable, is not the one that's going to win the day.
And like I said, it's being done well. And with the ending note, That's like they were just a couple episodes away from making it too repetitive for me.
Yeah,
so
I mean,
like, maybe it ends now.
it could easily be the other Kyle Morgan Edge thing, but ultimately even that worked out in a way that had nuance and weight and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, it's like even whenever they teeter on, yeah, like you said, caricature, I feel like luckily thus far anyway, they're good at pulling back and resting on the nuance, which is good.
Yeah, because like we said with Kyle, and the whole family, I'm glad they paid it off in that way. I'm like, that's such a human reaction to how a town, people in a town react to. Like, this is your fault. We trusted you. We believed you. You tricked us. They can't get the guy, so they're going to blame the guy who got them involved with the guy.
Yeah, they're going to blame the middleman. And I mean, I loved what that became too, because we were sitting there throughout the episode going like, oh, some real terrible's about to happen, isn't it? And I appreciate when things can play off that tension of you kind of, looking really hard at what the visual language is saying or whatever, and expecting a shoe to drop. And I feel like it does. It almost creates like a reverse tension that really made those family moments between them that much more impactful too, because like for be one of the subplots of the episode, like, it's family stakes way smaller than what we're dealing with just on the opposite side with, Clark and everybody, but even still I thought that was a very heartfelt and a very real struggle for them to deal with. Yeah, the town, like, and it's a small town too, so I'm not surprised somebody like hurled a brick through their window.
Well, thematically, them as the main B story is completely in line, runs parallel with the themes of the main plot. Mm-hmm. Like they're a family that everyone is turning against, and they're being put down at every corner. But the thing that binds them, keeps them strong together, is their love as a family. That's the thing that keeps them alive, because like Kyle is this close to losing it. I mean, he does lose it a little bit, but like his wife, his Lois, helps ground him back into like we have each other, and that's what counts, and this will pass.
We got our daughters,
and it is. I think it is a good call to have him suffer some consequences for this level of aggressive,
like blind dedication.
Support. Yeah,
like zealousness on behalf of this guy.
Yeah, that was a great storyline too. Like everything here was really well fleshed out, and the heart of it just was so swelling at every turn.
Yeah, it's funny to have watched this after the Loki finale, just because in totally different ways they both had this quality where they felt really intense, but also they both kind of just hinged on a lot of people debating what the right way of handling a situation is and what the consequences of handling it wrong would be.
Yeah, and even though you could kind of see the John Henry Irons turn coming, didn't make it any less effective. Yeah.
No, it still felt really cathartic. And I mean, when
they freaking earned it. They really a really well done scene.
And I appreciate that they bring it right down to the wire, and it's like they're going to fisticuffs now. It's at the point where Clark is begging him like, please, you gotta, and having him take that moment to like really see it, John Henry Irons really see it in him and really make the choice to try and pull it out of him the same way Jonathan just did to him a few minutes ago.
And then for them to team up against the real bad guy is also kind of cathartic for because John Henry Irons still gets to do the thing he's been saying he's going to do. Which is stop a Kryptonian and save the world.
Stop a Kryptonian from decimating everything and killing Lois Lane again. And then maybe
what's his name again? Morgan Edge's. Oh God, I keep forgetting it. Taro.
Taro, maybe.
Is it Taro?
Is it maybe? Is it Zazu?
John, keep the mic busy while I look it up.
It is. What is this music that you've got right now? This is
YouTube shorts I just started playing.
This is perfect. It's the it's whatever his Kryptonian name is theme song.
Superman and Lois Kryptonian.
You're so close.
What did you think about the storyline with that here? That's one part that I felt was a little lackluster.
with which part?
Although he does have a falling out with his father, and they are the bad family.
Yeah, I mean, that is, all his father does is just feed him more and more disapproval. He's just like, you're such a disappointment. You're gonna fail. Yeah, you better go do the final mission because you're a failure, and you'll always be a failure, and you deserve to be in pain. It
says Talro.
Talro, all right.
Talro. What did I say?
Taro, you got it so much closer than I would have gotten.
Very close. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I thought that could have used a couple more extra beats. Not really. I'm just looking for shit to criticize.
Yeah. Like you could make the relationship portrayed between Morgan Edge and his Kryptonian father something a little more nuanced than just like, oh yeah, your hologram dad's really seems like a bad guy. And if you had any better influences than this guy and just, all of the people who found you being terrible, maybe things would have been different.
Other than plot development, I felt like his scenes were kind of what we've already seen.
I mean, yeah, he didn't get as much interesting or nuanced things to do in this episode. He's mostly there to keep taunting Clark.
Yeah, and to be like, you say brother, you're not my brother. You were willing. I'm like, yeah, I've heard you say this before.
Yeah, you want to be brothers an episode ago.
I mean, it's a crazy cliffhanger with him because from what it seemed like it was so painful from what he did and from the way they did that last moment and their Norman Bates scene, it seemed like there was just like they're all living in him now.
Yeah.
And Zod's gone.
Apparently, I mean, they said he's just gone for good. Yeah,
Zod's gone for
I'd be curious to see if that holds or if they get an alternate dimension Zod or something.
You gotta get Zod at some point. Freaking Zod.
Because, yeah, I mean, as huge of a prospect it is to be like, oh, damn, he's going to inhabit Clark's body. It also seems like it's a really easy way to get rid of Zod for all time.
Push him out of his mind.
Yeah. You just push him out of sight, out of mind, no more Zod.
There you go. But yeah, still, guys, great episode.
Great episode.
Fantastic, really moving. And what'd you guys think about it? Leave your thoughts down below. Subscribe, click that bell, hit that like button. Thank you so much for being here. And hey, let's do a patron of the day shout out.
Andrew Hayes. Man, if there's anybody at our Patreon, I could imagine being in the exact shoes of our favorite character, Kyle. It's you, Andrew Hayes. I could see you being like, oh, man, my dad and my mom got to save the locksmith company. We're the only people in town who can help everyone get back into their houses, but everyone, businesses are failing. And then, like, a big rich dude moves into town who seems dubious, but hey, he's got the means to turn things around. Of course you're going to throw in with them, dude, and everyone would trust you because you're Andrew Hayes. You're a pillar of the community. You and your family business, dude. Thanks so much for being here. Now that we're alone, Andrew, I just wanted to say, you're one of our oldest patrons, and it means a lot to me. I'm going to go to sleep now, but as I do, I'm going to dream of you and your Wolverine hat and the locks that you unlock.
Shit, I left this on.